back and forth offense we're seeing so far.
Both teams struggling a little bit here to settle into their offense.
And an early three there from Mallory Heyer.
Indefinitely with that foot injury, and Annika Stewart played her first 4 years college basketball at Nebraska. She returns home.
Great drive into the basket, and it goes. Of a lot of players here from Minnesota.
Her and Bostic match up really well. They're both playing that 5 position, but Stewart can also step out and hit those 3-pointers, and Bryant, you see, gets her first points of the game. We talked about Annika Stewart. Alexia Rose has had her moments as well, so it's just great for Coach Don Plitzowite that she's getting a lift off of her bench this season.
Barry Wallace with the quick 3. That is a 5-star recruit.
Takes her out of her rhythm a little bit in the post.
Yeah, she's a real strong post presence, but that dribbling ability can be difficult back to the basket. Kostick with the 3, and it's good. Another rim out, and Illinois with the chance to extend their lead. Out to Bostic for 3, and it's good. Minnesota is now down 5, and rebound for Minnesota.
Again, this is a Gopher team that averages just 9 turnovers a game. They've already committed 7.
And Amaya Battle surveying the floor, seeing what she can see. Out to Graholski for the 3. It's good! Grace Graholski ties this game up. Usually expect out of her, but again, that's, you mentioned, the game plan. Force Sophie Hart out, lead to the 3. Hager with the 3, it's good. Illinois takes a 3-point lead, and it's out top to Stewart. Minnesota looking to get some points back on the board. Battle with the hook shot, and it's good. Behind the back layup, gets it to go.
Yeah, both teams struggling to score, but again, both teams are very tough defensive man-to-man teams. So let's give some credit to the defense here today as well. She has a good offensive game. The Gophers typically do very well on the scoreboard.
Bryan in the corner gets the 3 to go, and the defense sagging off a little bit, and Minnesota gets their chances, but right as we praise their 3-pointer, a few of them don't get to fall. On the other end, McKenzie through the contact, gets it to go. Stewart thinks about the 3, not quite. McKenzie inside to Graholski and gets it to go. Into the corner for the 3, Illinois, and it's good. Illinois, another 3-pointer, and Barry Wallace, the freshman, stuffed by the defense in the corner. Out to Hart. Hart with the spin. Great block by Illinois. And defense turns into offense. Bryn Shupil with the shot. McKenzie on the other end. It's good.
They're on the end of those 2 free throws.
Here we go. Down in the lane. Gets the basket to go. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter.
Gophers need to be patient. They tend to be most successful offensively when they're patient and shoot within the flow of their offense.
Stewart with the 3, and it's good. Minnesota. Up top, back to Stewart. Stewart with a 3 of her own, and she responds with a 3. 8 seconds on the shot clock. New play coming. Great defense by Minnesota. Bryant with the mid-range. It's good. And through a time-sensitive moment,
Bryn Shupil and Adalia McKenzie.
Foul trouble was an issue last game for this Illinois team. We'll see in these last few minutes if it will be again. As Graholski gets it to go, we are tied the lead with 1.5 minutes left in this game.
Minnesota has 4 timeouts left. Coach Don Plitzowite choosing not to call a timeout.
Great block, and on the other end, McKenzie drives, no good!
Gophers should be prepared for a full-court pressure defense coming from the Fighting Illini here if this free throw is made.
Bryant gets both to fall. Out to McKinney, gets the foul, and McKinney is going to the free throw line. Again,
For the Fighting Illini, there is that, but again, she is a 92.5% free throw line. Great play drawn up by the Minnesota Gopher coaching staff to put the basketball in Tori McKinney's hands out of that timeout.
Gotta give credit to McKinney. Graholski brings it up, and Minnesota is gonna be looking like they're gonna escape with the win here. Grace Graholski is a very strong free throw shooter in her own right, and Minnesota looking like Minnesota gets a huge win added to their resume. People have talked about their strength of schedule. This is a great win to say, hey, we might not have the best strength of schedule, but we are a strong, strong team.
They are.